Hey, what's up, man? We are brought to you by ShipStation. If you sell stuff online, you're definitely in the right business. More people are shopping online than ever. That means a lot of orders coming in and a lot of orders you'll need to ship out fast. That's why online sellers like you need ShipStation. No matter how much you sell, ShipStation makes it super easy to manage and ship all your orders from all your sales channels faster, cheaper, and more efficiently. Import orders from any sales channel, ship with any carrier, access discounted shipping rates, automate just about any shipping task. You'll spend a lot less time on shipping and a lot more time growing your business. I sell merch. I sell t-shirts, stickers, face masks, and it is a pain in the butt dealing with all that different shipping. I can't even lie. No matter what you're selling or where you're selling, if it's on Amazon, Etsy, your own website like me or other entertainers or people that have their own website, ShipStation funnels all your orders into one simple interface that you can manage from anywhere, even your cell phone. With ShipStation, small businesses can now access the same rates usually reserved for Fortune 500 companies without the contracts or the commitments. Ship more in less time. Just use my offer code TFP to get a 60-day free trial. That's 2 months free of no hassle, stress-free shipping. Just go to ShipStation.com, click on the microphone at the top of the page, and type in TFP. That's ShipStation.com. Enter offer code TFP. Make ship happen. Hey, what up, y'all? It's your boy David Lucas back with another episode of The Fat Pessimist, man. And I got a lot of stuff I want to talk about this week. Being a guy from the South, I'm a little bit disappointed in Miami right now. As you know, the Miami spring break has been going on, and Miami is making Florida continue to look like the black sheep of the United States. Like, honestly. I've seen so many videos. I saw a dude, one dude got knocked out cold, and then after he got knocked out, some bitches started twerking over his lifeless body. And this is unacceptable. This is bad behavior, Miami. But I expect it, you know? Miami's like that ratchet-ass cousin you got where they know how to act sometime and they look real good, but they stupid than a motherfucker. The thing that fucked me up the most during spring break, these two idiots, I forget where they're from, they drugged this nice white woman. You know, we have to keep our white women sacred. But they drugged her and they basically raped her and she died. So there's a lot of questions that I actually have when it comes to this because they apparently met her at a restaurant and I believe the news said they gave her quote unquote green pill, which I don't know what the fuck that is, but I'm assuming it must have had fentanyl or something in it to, you know, make her heart stop or stop breathing. But if you meet somebody at a restaurant, I wonder, did they meet up before? If she was, so the guy who works in the lobby of the hotel said that she was visibly unconscious and they were dragging her in. The two of them were dragging her in, and the video shows that. And it's like, if she was unconscious, how the fuck did these guys know what hotel to take her to and know what room she was in? I think they met up before all this shit happened. And also, does the guy working at the desk not need to have some sort of responsibility? Or is it just you're so conditioned to seeing motherfuckers dragged in during spring break, half dead and drunk, that you don't even pay any attention? You see two black guys with a white chick and you're like, oh, this is a normal sight for me. You know, like, what is it? I don't think shit like that ever gets regular to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see somebody dragging somebody's lifeless body to the elevator and up to a room to do God knows what, and you're not concerned at all. I've gotten into an Uber with my drunk girlfriend in the past, not currently, but I've gotten into an Uber with my drunk girlfriend and the Uber driver almost didn't want to let her out the Uber with me. And it's like, motherfucker, if you think my girlfriend about to stay in this Uber with you, you out of your fucking mind. I will beat your ass. You're going to have to call the police. I am not letting my girlfriend stay in this Uber. Point blank. You let us get in and we're getting the fuck out. I've been drunk in Ubers. Nobody had a concern for me because I guess it's It's that shit we talk about. You know, certain things that happen to men, people don't give a fuck. But when it happens to a woman, I don't know. I just feel like we need to protect our women a little bit. If you see a girl getting drugged by two guys, you know, or not drugged, dragged, whatever you want to say, stop them. Like, hey, is she okay? Like, nah, let me call an ambulance, man. You know what I'm saying? And then they raped her. They took her credit cards. They were actually caught, I believe, buying some shit. So they had no regard for this girl's life at all. This is somebody's child. Like, you know, I joke and all that. I don't never joke about raping women or drugging. I might joke about raping women. I think I might have a joke or two about rape. But I don't never joke about drugging somebody's daughter. That's where I draw the line. I'll get a bitch drunk to the point where she has to say yes. But when you talk about drugging somebody, no. That's where I draw the fucking line. But we got to protect these women, dog. And then their family, they were like, they're not like this. They're such good boys. We didn't expect them to do anything of this nature. It's like, of course. You always want to give your family the benefit of the doubt. You never think that your family can do some horrendous shit. You know? Like, I'm sure Hitler's mom never thought that he would turn out the way that he turned out. Or maybe she did. Like, my mama knew I was going to be a comedian, even though she wanted to deny it. You know, she knew I was going to be a comedian. She knew I was going to do something where it involves you being silly or idiotic. But she would never assume that I would kill someone. Not saying I don't have that in me. Like, anybody can be pushed to the point, you know, to murder someone. And the only times, you know, where I can justify it or reason it in my head to kill someone is if they fuck with my kids or whoever I'm in love with, my wife, spouse, whatever, family members. Like, I try not to let emotions, you know, take control of me to the point where I want to kill somebody. Like, I don't know, but I think all of us can be pushed to that limit, you know, like, it's just something that's in humans. Like, I think a lot of people forget just a short time ago how barbaric humans were. Like, we're not that far away in the terms of the earth. We're not that far away from, you know, barbarians when niggas used to get in the middle of a ring and only one person walked out. Gladiator type shit. So, like, you know, I don't know, man. I'm saying all that to say nothing, nigga. Just don't be out here drugging bitch. That's all I'm trying to say. And if your family member commits a horrendous act, don't try to take up for them. Like, there's nothing. If that was my family member who was drugged by two men and, you know, raped and left for dead and eventually died, there's nothing their family can tell me about them to make me view them in a different light. You've already chose your bed. Now you got to lay in it, like the old people say. You made your bed hard. Now you got to lay in it, motherfucker. That's how old people speak, man. You know, so it's hard out here, man. But spring breakers in Miami, y'all need to calm that shit down. Y'all need to get it together. You know, like I said, a guy from the South, like, this is the worst I've ever heard it. And I guess because Miami is wide ass open, people down there getting their ass whooped. You know, it's already scamming central of the world. We found that out last episode. We had John Boziak. So, I mean, if you go down there, use cash. Don't be using your card. Everybody just want to flock to Miami. That's why I'm kind of scared when LA opens back up. Like, what is it going to be like here? Like, I'm legit scared of the people and how this city, like, we're already, like, if you have the Citizens app and you live in LA, especially like an area I live in, like West Hollywood area, if you have the Citizens app and you live in those areas and you see those alerts, there are some crazy things that are happening. They have been happening since the quarantine started. Like, there's a man welding a machete daily Somebody's attacked by a crowbar. They out here shooting niggas for French bulldogs. Like, you better walk your dog with a pistol. That's all I'm saying. Like, but yeah, the Citizens app will show you how crazy LA has become. It's like Mad Max out this motherfucker. Like, people are legit losing their shit. And I'm very terrified for the summertime. Like, I'm happy everything's going to be open, but I just have a feeling we're going to be like Miami. And, last week or the week before, they just dedicated $37 million to the police because they defunded the police and then crime went up. Now they had to give them $37 million. We just had an issue last week at Echo Park when the police were trying to clean up the homeless people. And I can't believe there are people, and this is just my opinion, when the police were trying to clean up Echo Park, I had a friend who lives in Echo Park, and they said it was pretty bad out there. Like they were walking their newborn, and the dude was just in the park beating his dick, like just openly beating his meat. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people went out there to protest the police to stop them from cleaning that shit up, and they put their lives on the line with COVID. And these same motherfuckers that are protesting the police are the same ones who supposedly are scared of the police and think that the police are trigger happy motherfuckers. But yet you went to protest for some homeless niggas that have overran a nice area, but yet you ain't took one of these motherfuckers home. If each one of y'all protesting take one homeless person home, y'all will help drastically. Don't just talk about it, be about it. I ain't taking none of them niggas home. That's why I ain't out there protesting. Point blank, period. Get them niggas. Look, there's so many shitty areas around LA. There's Bakersfield, which nothing is out there. There's San Bernardino, nothing out there. There's Lancaster, Palmdale, where else? So many areas you can just build so many tiny houses and put these people in. Like, there is enough land in California, in Southern California specifically, to where you can build tiny houses, you can build community showers, and you can build a community kitchen to have homeless people a place where they feel safe and feel wanted and get them the fuck out of the city. LA was so much better of a city when Mayor Villaraigosa ran this motherfucker. LA cannot be ran by somebody with morals, just point blank, period. Like, the moment Garcetti's ass came into office is when we saw a decline. Like, if we would have had Villaraigosa as mayor, or however you say his name, we'd be up and running. This city, we would have been up and running like Miami and Austin and all the rest of these other cities that have been open since last year. Just a week or two ago, we just now got our gyms open and 25% capacity at restaurants. Movies just opened back up. But if Villaraigosa would have been here, we would have been eating inside of restaurants last June. And what is it? Austin got rid of their mask mandate, because a lot of I travel to Austin a lot. Austin got rid of their mask mandate, and I believe their COVID numbers dropped by 17%. So the science is not even showing that the stuff they're doing is working, which is like Garcetti don't want to hear it. Newsom don't want to hear it. And I feel like the only reason Newsom's ass is opening up anything is because his ass knew they were approaching those 100,000 signatures to get him up, or a million signatures to get him the fuck up out of here. I believe we need another criminal mayor back in LA. Like, seriously. One of my favorite things that Mayor Villaraigosa did, this nigga had half court front row seats to the Lakers finals or the playoffs, or one of them games where the tickets are some astronomical price, like what, $60,000, $70,000 a ticket. And this nigga had two of them. And what happened? They made like $1 big hoorah about it, and they put him on the front page of the LA Times, and he had a conference the next day where he got on TV and he was like, they were a gift. And that was that. And it wasn't spoken of anymore. Like, that's some real pimp shit, bro. I miss, LA needs to be ran by a motherfucker like that. It cannot be ran by Garcetti's whole ass, who goes out there and stands and puts his fist in the air like he really gives a fuck about the BLM movement. I'm black and I don't give a fuck about the Black Lives Matter movement. I give a fuck about black lives, but Black Lives Matter is some bullshit. And Garcetti went out there and act like he really gave a fuck. You don't, nigga. And we know that shit. I see straight through your whole ass, Garcetti. That's the biggest another big thing people are talking about this week is Nike and Lil Nas X. So what is it? Lil Nas got these Satan shoes. See if my producer can get a picture of them up there while I'm talking about them. They he got these Satan shoes that are dropping in the air bubble. They're supposed to be like a drop of human blood. Like, this nigga made a video twerking on the devil. Like, this shit is comedy to me. You know what I'm saying? Because like when we were kids, who was that? Saddam Hussein in the bed with a devil, but yet we concerned about Lil Nas X. But I think people just saw what he was doing and didn't really understand his message. But as a sneakerhead, he's making 666 pair of the shoes and they're selling for $1,000. If they were fly or my style, I probably would have tried to get a pair, but I don't want them. They ugly to me. Yeah, $1,000, nigga. That's like 3 pair of Yeezys. They're not fly enough for me. Let me pull up a picture. Lil Nas X, and I hope my producer can put a picture. Lil Nas X shoes. He trying to do whatever. Yeah, they like some Air Max with Luke 1018 on them. They have a drop of human blood in them. They have 6/666. And they're red and black. I don't really wear too much red, and they got the star on the front of them. But did they already release? Hold on, let's see. Did these motherfuckers release? Damn, they already released and they sold out. They made them out of the Air Max 97s. And Nike is trying to sue that ass. Like, they sold out in less than a minute. They were $1,000, $1,018 a pair. And it has the Bible passage, Luke 10:18, that reads, I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven. Each shoe's air bubble sold contains a 60 cubic centimeter of red ink and 1 drop of human blood. That's weird. Whose blood, nigga? Like, I need to know. Like, whose blood is this? I don't even like to have sex with girls on their period, yet alone wear some, you know what I'm saying, some shoes with blood in them. And it's like, where'd the blood come from? Is it period blood? Is it nosebleed blood? Like, I want to know. If I'm going to pay $1,000 for a shoe that got blood in it, I want to know where the fuck the blood came from. And who's the nigga? Like, what if this was Magic Johnson's blood? Then that blood's worth way more than $1,000, and I would have just bought a pair of shoes off of GP. And the fact that this shit got Magic Johnson's Magic HIV blood in it. Like, Magic Johnson got HIV antibodies. I don't know if you niggas knew that, but he's immune to AIDS now, and he had the nerve to get a COVID-19 shot. These shoes are not my style, but some nigga somewhere. Let's see. So whoever said that the team collected individual drops over the course of a week using the same type of needle used in at-home glucose tests. The group also confirmed to CNN that Nike was not involved in this in any capacity. Oh, so basically this is some shit they did on their own. Did y'all see that picture he got with people trying to rip Joel Osteen apart? Now, Lil Nas X got a picture with Joel Osteen, and I'm guessing that's his wife, big head ass Joe. But it's like people like act like a picture can define like who you are. Like, nigga, I'll take a picture with Trump right now, even though that's my nigga. Like, but if Hitler was around, I would have took a picture with Hitler. It's a picture. Y'all ain't get one. I got one. Like, why do niggas be mad over a picture? Lil Nas X should be able to take a picture with Joel Osteen or any other preacher, and the preacher not be judged. Like, fuck it. The preacher should be able to wear the shoes. Nigga, like, do that change who he is? Church is so hypocritical. Like, they be up in there doing communion, which is symbolic of some satanic shit itself. Eating the crackers and the grape juice is like, what they call that shit? Sacrifice. Drinking somebody's blood and eating the bread. Like, but yet, this nigga got blood in his shoe, and now he's the evil one. But for all you good church niggas, y'all eat bread and y'all drink that wine, and what they say, what Jesus said, do this in memory of me. Come on, you gotta. What if they made y'all still drink real blood? Then that would. I don't know. Who knows? Y'all be wishy-washy. This new generation of people. Who else was so y'all already, for all of y'all who I posted on my Instagram this week. I had to do it for the culture. I had to repost when I roasted Michael Rapaport.
Shit,
Your face look like a scream mask. Get your goddamn surprise face ass up out of here, nigga.
Look at that fucking chain.
You always look like you trick or treating. When you smile, you ain't got to do shit because you ain't got no lips.
That's all right. You ain't got no.
You always showing teeth.
Cut your fucking nails, motherfucker.
You don't get your Sherlock Holmes dressing ass up out of here.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna put an end to this.
Looking like a gospel detective.
All right, I'm ending this.
Yeah, sip that water without them lips, nigga.
Oh my God! All right,
that motherfucker got to sip water with his teeth.
Colored hands, man. What the fuck? Dry sand at the beach, fucking hands.
Your face is like cornbread.
Okay, all right, guys, we gotta stop this.
Get your
It's like 40 seconds long, but so I guess Kevin Durant and Michael Rapaport. I didn't like Michael Rapaport's energy when I met him because, like, I felt like he was roasting me from a hateful place, honestly. Because, you know, he did everything when he was roasting me outside of call me a nigga. That's all I can say. He wanted to call me the N-word. He told me I was a knuckle dragger. He said I had dry ass dreads. He said I had sand at the beach hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wanted. If y'all go back and look at this video, I don't know what episode of Kill Tony that was, but I have a short clip on my Instagram. He did everything outside of call me the N-word. He wanted to. Like, I just didn't feel his energy. Like, when he played that racist dude that shot, what was his name? I can't remember. But when he played that racist dude in Higher Learning, Remy, that was really him. That was his real character. I feel like he was not, that was no method acting. Or what is that method? Is it called method acting? Or I don't know. That was him. He was just playing his goddamn self. I didn't feel his energy from the first time I met him. I felt like he had a lot of, I don't know. It's like, I get New Yorker swag or wherever the fuck he's from. He has the swag of a New Yorker, but I like New Yorkers because New Yorkers remind me a lot of me. They're upfront. They tell it like it is. They're not gonna sugarcoat shit for nobody. and they just gonna let your ass have it. But his still was a little different. Like I said, it's hard to explain. It's a little hard to explain, but whatever. It is what it was. I roasted him. Normally, maybe that's what it was. Normally, after I roast somebody on Kill Tony, I'll shake their hand. We'll talk like, oh man, you funny, whatever, blah, blah, blah. This nigga didn't shake my hand afterwards. He didn't say nothing to me. I've seen him multiple other times at the Comedy Store, working the back door, the front door. He still didn't have shit to say to me. And it was like, I don't roast from a hateful place. I don't roast from spite, So like my roasts are fun and friendly. Sometimes they can seem a little hateful, a little mean, but they're really from a friendly place. Because like, if I don't like you, which I don't think there's anybody that I don't like right now, and there's definitely nobody I hate. But if I don't like you or feel some type of way about you, I'm not going to roast you because it's just going to come off as mean. And it's not going to be funny. But apparently, him and Kevin Durant, and I tagged Kevin Durant in it. Michael Rapaport got it on his Instagram where you can't even tag him in shit. And I guess unless he like gives you permission, because I was trying to tag him in the video today and it was like, oh, Michael Rapaport doesn't allow that. And I'm like, what the fuck? But yeah, I couldn't tag Michael Rapaport. I tagged Kevin Durant, and a few people under the video also tagged Kevin Durant, Easy Money Sniper, and trying to see that, hey, bro, before you ripped into his ass, I ripped into him for you, bro, for the culture, nigga, for the culture. But anyway, they didn't have beef on Twitter. Him and Michael Rapaport have been going back and forth since December, and Michael Rapaport did some feminine ass shit. That's like screenshotting DMs and shit you expect a girl to do because they found out that you holler at another girl or they trying to show that you thirsty. But for a man to screenshot DMs that another man sent you, it's like, oh my God, look, Kevin Durant's being a meanie to me. Meanie, wah, wah, wah. It's on another level. And Durant was like, so let's see. So Durant wanted to keep the shit in-house. And he also said that he wished Rapaport would have kept the shit the same way, because you don't release screenshots of a DM from another fucking guy. That's what you don't do. That's breaking the bro code. It's like, as soon as you do that, if anybody releases screenshots of a DM I sent them, whether I'm cussing them out, threatening them, or saying I'm gonna fuck his wife or his girlfriend, you don't do that. You handle it like a man. The moment you do that, I now see you in a dress. You're a whole ass nigga to me after that point. And that's how Kevin Durant basically came at Michael Rapaport afterwards. Like, you a bitch ass, hoe ass trick for releasing these DM screenshots, nigga. Like, for real. I hope Durant doesn't get in any trouble for this shit, because I don't know, man. Michael Rapaport always got beef with somebody. If you go look, there's hella other videos of people that are pissed about Michael Rapaport. Even one of the guys, I'll say his name, Jeffrey Burner and Steve Fury. They are two door guys at the Comedy Store also. And I guess Steve Fury was parking Michael Rapaport's car one night in the back of the Comedy Store. And Jeffrey Burner, who's a short white dude, around like 25, 26, small but strong as a motherfucker. Strong, he's a wrestler. We wrestle sometimes. yells out loud, "Hey Fury, how much did Michael Rapaport tip you?" And Fury replies, "Nothing." So Michael Rapaport gets out of his car and walks to Jeffrey Burner and goes, "What did you say?" And Jeffrey Burner repeated himself. He goes, "I said, what did Michael Rapaport tip you?" Jeffrey Burner ain't scared of shit. He's a tough ass white boy from Southern California, I believe San Diego to be exact, or somewhere outside of San Diego. And Rapaport ends up paying him $20 because Burner did not back down. When you don't back down from somebody who thinks they're a bully, they fold. And he showed us in many ways, like when we were roasting, and even with the Kevin Durant situation, that he folds under pressure. He was not expecting me to roast him. Tony probably told him 5 minutes before he went on stage, but he was not expecting me to roast him. And when it was time to roast, he didn't have any roast jokes. He just wanted to basically exploit the fact that I was a fat black dude who he said was ashy and I had dry dreads. Nigga, I moisturize my dreads every other day. And if you had a hoe, I'd have her moisturizing my dreads too. All right, man, we're going to pay some bills. I'll be right back. Hey, what's up, y'all? Guess who else I'm brought to you by? MyBookie. We are down to the end of the biggest college basketball championship around, and MyBookie is the way to get in on action. You know how it is, man. You watched stuff this past weekend. You've seen what's been going around. People, shooting a ball in that circular apparatus. Score big on the nonstop action with MyBookie's bracket contest. You have your chance to win $10,000 in cash prizes. It's only $1 to enter. It doesn't matter whether you're filling out multiple brackets, betting the national championship winner, or simply looking for player and game props. MyBookie has you covered. Sign up today at mybookie.ag and use promo code TFP to secure a deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's promo code TFP to claim your first deposit bonus. Time is almost out to get in on this amazing deal. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. The Fat Pessimist is brought to you by Sunday Custom Lawn Plans. I've been working on a few projects around the house. Like I want to update my restroom and definitely want to add some pizzazz to my lawn. And spring is here, and that means it's time to get your lawn looking nice. But the last thing you need is another complicated or toxic lawn product. That's why Sunday is great. It's more than a lawn care product. It's a customized lawn plan that works with nature. They take out all the guesswork and unwanted chemicals so you can grow a beautiful lawn that's better for people, pets, and the planet. I use a lot of natural products. Like I'm pretty much the natural guy. Like I like to use essential oils. I use non-chemical products to wash my clothes, non-chemical products to wash my dishes, and especially like my deodorants and my toothpaste. And this company does the same. They're chemical free. Like, can you imagine just going to lay in your grass and you don't got to worry about getting no chemicals on you or your kids? That's dope. Sunday uses soil and climate data to recreate a tailored nutrient plan for your exact location. Get all the stuff your lawn needs and nothing it doesn't. Just go to getsunday.com, put in your home address, and their free lawn analysis tool will take care of the rest. That's it. Sunday is made with the ingredients that you can actually pronounce, like seaweed, iron, and molasses. All you have to do is attach the ready-to-use pouch to a garden hose and spray. Best of all, this stuff really works. Let Sunday take the guesswork out of growing a greener, more beautiful lawn this spring. Visit getsunday.com/TFP to get $20 off your custom lawn plan at checkout. That's $20 off your custom plan at getsunday.com/TFP. Grow better and feel good about it with Sunday. Yeah, what up, motherfuckers? We back with more bullshit to talk about. So, in Cancun, 2 people were killed because there was a plane crash but the plane that crashed was used for a gender reveal. These gender reveals are getting out of hand. Last year in California, we had a gender reveal with someone that used some type of fireworks that burnt a lot of shit. During the COVID lockdowns, there was smoke everywhere. There was smoke everywhere. A lot of that, what they call it, smut and shit in the air. Bad air. The air quality is already bad in LA. And then this fire just made it worse. But I think it should almost be illegal to have gender reveals. If another person gets hurt during a gender reveal, outlaw these motherfuckers. What's wrong with just popping a balloon? I kicked the football, and that's how I found out I was having a girl. I don't see the problem in doing some regular shit, but you want to do something that involves risking someone's life or burning down a whole bunch of forest or land for your gratification. Nah, nigga. That should, if Biden wants to change some shit, change the rules on these gender reveals. Cause these, like, for people, well, I mean, this was in Cancun. Fuck. I just feel so bad for these people. Because this ain't the first time, somebody has died. There was a guy where a few weeks ago, maybe a couple of months ago, they used a cannon for his gender reveal, and it killed his dumb ass. Like, why would you use a cannon, nigga? Do you think you about to birth a pirate? What you using a cannon for? In certain situations, there's no woman on this planet. Well, there's one, Rihanna, that can make me go extreme to do the most I'm doing is hitting a pinata or hitting a baseball, or it's got to be something easy. I'm not shooting a cannon. Cut a cake. There we go. That's cute and fun and safe. Cut a cake. If the inside's blue, you're having a boy. If it's pink, you're having a girl. I would never pay someone to fly a plane to tell me the gender of my child. The next kid I have, I might want it to be a surprise. Like, y'all spend. Speaking of kids, Tessica Brown, aka Super Glue, Gorilla Glue Girl, not Super Glue. Gorilla Glue Girl is having her 6th child with her fiance, who already has 4 children. These niggas got 10 kids together. The fuck kind of car y'all drive? Y'all can never take all your kids somewhere at the same time, ever. That's not happening. I mean, you can drive a Sprinter, a church van. Like, I want a lot of kids, but like, I think I'm gonna space them out. Like, have about 3, 4 before I'm 35, and then like when I get 40, 41, have 2, 3 more. Like, that way, some will be out the house. I ain't driving no stupid ass vehicle because I want a lot of kids. That's all I'm saying. But she should be fine because she raised a lot of money on GoFundMe to get that super glue out of her head. Y'all gave her a lot of money. I almost thought about super glue in my dreads. Y'all was just out here passing money out. Shit. I could use it right now. Comedy picking back up though, so I'll be straight. Biden's dog. I'm not a big fan of Joe Biden. I think a lot of people who follow me know that I'm pretty conservative at heart, pretty right, and not that I hate the left, but I just don't fuck with Biden. the reasoning to get Biden in, we just got to get Trump out wasn't enough for me. When it's like, we know for sure this motherfucker is really about the racist shit they accuse him of being. But that's besides the point. I'm not a big fan of Biden. He almost tripped going upstairs again today. But what I want to talk about is his dog, Major. So this rescue German Shepherd he got, or whatever the fuck kind of Shepherd it is, has bit another nigga. It bit a federal employee at the White House. Like, even the dog knows that Joe Biden shouldn't be in office. That's why he biting people. He acting out. He's like, I don't belong here. This ain't my house. Take me back home. Take me to the nursing home we used to be at, Biden. Why you got me in this White House? I don't even like government housing. The dog don't want to be there. Get him out. Out. That would have to be pretty I don't know, it had to be pretty interesting to get bit by a presidential dog. Like I've been bitten by a few dogs, pit bulls. And all the dogs I got bit by they had no training, no mannerisms. They basically were chained up their whole life. And one dog that bit me broke the chain and bit me. He bit my leg. He bit the bottom of my pants. He didn't really get my leg too good, but he bit the bottom of my pants. And yeah, man, I'd rather get bit by a presidential dog. At least I get some money. And the crazy thing about animals right now, this is definitely a liberal move to push for diversity. The military canine unit said they're going to give equal opportunities to Chihuahuas. Just let that resonate and marinate in your spirit for a little bit. Equal opportunity to Chihuahuas. I can't make it up. That's the world we live in now. This is where our society is headed, to where people think it's not right if you don't give a dog like a Chihuahua an equal opportunity. I don't even know if Chihuahuas are trainable. If anybody has ever had an encounter with a Chihuahua, I've never heard anybody say, "Oh, that's a nicely trained Chihuahua." They're not trainable. They're little shit, shit dogs is what I call them. The kind you could just kick around, But if, you want to give equal opportunity, don't just stop at the breed. Why don't you bring cats into the mix? You doing everything. Don't be species segregating. Nigga, let a cat. Fuck it. Let a rooster. Let a rooster work for the military. They're a drug sniffing cat. I refuse to be coming in from another country and have a Chihuahua sniff me for drugs. That's I think it's gonna backfire in their face, man. We'll see. I'm glad. I feel like I'm glad I grew up in the early 90s. I feel like people born after, I say, 95, 96 are just going to be lost causes. Like, the kids, Jesus Christ, that's crazy. Kids born in 2000 are now 21. And this generation is ignorant. But this is who controls our future. And I hope y'all don't allow it to continue to be ran in the ground as it is presently being done. This whole, letting the Chihuahua, join the military canine unit is only one of the many problems that we face in America. Like, it's now, where is it? What, trans athletes can compete in other. All I'm saying is, when I was in high school, if I said I identified as a woman, I would have dominated every sport. I was good in high school, but if they would have let me play on the women's teams at anything, I would have been the best in the country. Maybe not track, but definitely if they would have let me throw a women's shot put, play for the women's basketball team. Women are not men and men are not women, and it is hard for some people to just grasp that. There's a reason WNBA players are not paid the same as NBA players. Women don't even go watch WNBA games. That just lets you know. I've never heard anybody bragging about courtside seats to any WNBA game. And that's all I'm going to say. I've never heard anybody bragging about having season tickets to see the LA Sparks or whatever. I don't even know the names of these WNBA teams. If it wasn't for the NBA, the WNBA would not exist. They wouldn't even have money. I'm not going to see I'm not going to see a WNBA game until y'all start dunking. I seriously do not want to see a game full of layups. And that's just me. Like, NBA players are catching it off the backboard, alley-oop. Y'all ain't doing that shit. It's a whole game full of layups and jump shots. That's boring as fuck. If y'all really want to get people's attention and have people start paying attention to the WNBA, play that shit in bikinis. I'll be at every game, dude. Bikini basketball. There's not a man out here who wouldn't watch that. But if y'all want equality and y'all want y'all sport to be just as popular as the NBA, start playing that shit in bikinis or either get naked and put that shit on Cinemax. I watch the fuck out of that. Some naked basketball, nigga, I want to play. Shit, I'll be guarding every girl in the WNBA. There's some bad chicks in the WNBA. Some baddies. Some baddies. Was it Chet Hanks? Tom Hanks or something. First of all, I didn't know Chet. I don't know why I didn't put the correlation together, but I did not know Chet Hanks was Tom Hanks' son, and he's a good looking white boy. You know what I'm saying? But he has like this white boy summer shit that he does, and he has like he calls black women queens. You know, all that type of shit. He's one of them white boys. He called black women queens, and he's like, white boys, get you a black queen this summer. It's gonna be a white boy summer. Like, he got a whole clothing line with like white boys. I might get me a shirt and be like white boy summer, whatever. But supposedly his girlfriend beat his ass. And check this, his girlfriend is black. And Chet lives in Sugar Land, Texas, which is right outside of Houston. I for one didn't know Tom Hanks had a son. I guess I should have known Forrest Gump was fucking. But I definitely didn't know he fuck with black girls. Like, the black girl he was with straight. But he got, like, that's the thing. When white guys, when you cross over and you want a certain type of black girl, you got to see what comes with it. Chet probably was not ready for that violence that come with some of these black girls. Some of these black girls got some fat ass booties and some big ass titties and some nice hair, but best believe these hoes will stab your ass. They will stab you. They will beat you. I've been hit by a couple of exes. They've attempted to stab me. It wasn't successful, but the girl she had stab energy. That's what I'm saying. She had stab energy, dog. She definitely had stab energy. And then my boy Quavo and Sweetie, Saweetie. They just released a video of them fools fighting in the elevator. Here's the thing. I'm not for domestic abuse at all. But if you go watch the video that TMZ released, it does not look like a fight. They were in the elevator. I think Sweetie, whatever the fuck her name is, took his PS5 or Xbox case or some shit. And they were, she swung on him outside the elevator. And he was trying to get the case back. And I saw him slang her ass. That's what you do with somebody that try to give you your shit. You slang them. She got slung. And I bet she won't do that shit again. But for people to try to make Quavo out to be some woman beater, the video funny as hell. Go watch the video. Not funny. I mean, it's funny. I'm sorry. It's nowhere near the what was the fool, the running back, Rice, Jamal. I don't know. I can't remember these names. But it's nowhere near like that. He didn't beat on her. He just slung her. And then like at the end of it, he looked up in the camera like, oh shit. Like, it's basically what happened to Jay-Z in the elevator with Solange. Like it was one of those, like he was like, she grabbed the bag. He tried to grab it back. He even didn't let nobody else on the elevator. Like he let her get on the elevator. It was her house, well, her apartment right here in North Hollywood, not too far from here. It was her apartment. So it appears that he was trying to get the fuck away. It wasn't his house. So it's like, y'all watch the video, be the judge, leave the comments what you think it was. But I'm not going to allow people to try to bash Quavo. I'm not. It's not happening. It's not happening on my watch, dog. Violence. There's been a lot of violence, like I was talking about earlier with the app. You can see all the shit that's been going on in LA, and for some reason, I don't know if what it is like, but there's been a lot of attacks on our Asian people. And I love Chinese food, so y'all need to cut this shit out. And I love Asian women, man. Like, but there was a guy who attacked what was it, 65-year-old lady, a Filipino lady. Filipinos got some fine ass women. I'm not saying they age well, but they look good when they up into 38, 39. Brandon Elliott, he attacked a Filipino woman that was actually walking to church. Now, I don't feel like he did this. I don't know. Maybe he did do it out of hatred. I'm not in his mind. But he is mentally sick. There's something wrong with him. He's homeless. He's on lifetime parole. And the motherfucker killed his mom. So that lets you know the dynamics that we're dealing with this motherfucker. Like, he's not all the way there. And we all got family members that are not all the way there. So, you know what I'm trying to say. Like, I mean, but it's not right to attack any group of people, and if I see that shit, it's not happening on my watch. So if you see it, you should definitely stop it. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a simple way to live life. Just treat everybody the way you want to be treated. I don't particularly understand why people want to cause unprovoked violence to anybody, no matter your ethnicity, race, or who you fuck with. I mean, you know, I did a lot of ignorant shit when I was young. You know, where I'm from, if you was gay growing up around where I was from, we used to beat gay dudes up when I was like a teenager. I don't do that shit now, but I'm just saying, like, it was something, I don't know, growing up in the South in the Bible Belt. I mean, and, you know, mind you, Atlanta is like the gay mecca right now. So it was just, I mean, it was one gay dude who I beat up in high school, and he still had animosity towards me years later because I wrote him on Facebook maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, like, hey man, you know, I was an idiot back in high school. I did a lot of stuff that I shouldn't have did because I was ignorant, and I'm reaching my hand out to apologize. I want to be the bigger person, and I don't view gay people the same anymore. Just want to let you know. And this motherfucker was basically like, fuck you. And I was like, do you mean literally fuck me? Or like, you want to fuck me? Like what? Like, cause I don't mess with gay dudes, but if you're saying like, fuck me, like forget you, then that's cool. I can understand. But I wouldn't dare swing on a gay dude. Now they can fight really well. They can fight really well. I've seen them. I'm not trying to get scratched up by no gay nigga. I actually almost got into I won't say a fight, but a situation with some gay dudes in Atlanta. I was, and it was just, see, there's a fine line, you know, like when I with my daughter, like, you know, I was with my daughter, we were eating Chinese food, and these gay guys said, one of the gay guys said, my pussy get wet. And I was just like, hey man, I'm trying to eat with my daughter. I don't really want to hear that shit. They took it offensive. He said what he had to say. I said what I had to say. And we almost, you know, got into a scuffle. Thank God that my daughter was there. I would have had to fight a table full of gay dudes. It's like a lose-lose. Like I'm not finna get beat up by a table full of gay guys, but I'm also like, can I fight y'all? Like, you know, like, should I shoot one of these? What happens if I shoot a gay guy? And then they try to charge me for a hate crime, but it's like, no, there was a table full of them. I would have got beat the fuck up, and then I would have got fucked. I'm not going out like that. I had to shoot one of these niggas to let them know I'm not playing. I don't know. So that is one group of people I do not argue with, because they argue like females, but they are men. And they still have the strength of men. And a lot of these gay niggas are in shape and will whoop your ass. And I refuse. I've only lost like 4 fights in my life. And I refuse to get an L as an adult to a gay guy. Period. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. You know, put some topics in the comments that you want to hear me talk about. And thank you guys again for watching The Fat Pessimists.